Right, we're looking at a DesignJet 500, looking at the system error 8601 or 8611, just looking at some of the common causes for that. One of the biggest giveaways as to what's actually causing the issue is where the carriage ends up when it's got that system error. This machine I've turned off and taken off the covers so we can show you a little bit more detail. So we've got the carriage. Common causes are carriage belt itself, this band here. If it's worn or it's breaking up, it's like if you bend it in half like that and you can see that it's starting to split, then the rubber's gone too brittle. That's going to be a primary cause. In which case you will need to have an engineer out to get this carriage belt replaced. If it has been worked on by an engineer who doesn't really know what he's doing on DesignJets, which we see quite commonly when we go out to customer sites, is this carriage belt put on in the wrong orientation. There is only one correct way to put this carriage belt on. There's grooves that run along the length there. Very difficult to show you that on this video. And then if we look further up the other end, what we've got here is actual vertical teeth on the carriage belt. Like I say, we see companies working on these who don't really know DesignJets. They put the belts on in the wrong orientation and the machine still gets the 8601 error periodically. Another common cause is just general maintenance, something you can do yourselves. This chrome rail here, it should have a very light film of oil on it. Be nice and smooth to the touch. Over a period of time they get dirtied up and become rather sticky. Stops the carriage moving successfully. All you need to do there, just get a lint-free cloth, get some light oil or HP synthetic oil and just clean that chrome rail. That will resolve that. Now, if when the DesignJet comes up with the 8601 or 8611 error code, it's parked in that position there, so we're sort of looking at the main window, and it's always in the same spot when it comes up with that error code sat there. Might not actually be, even though that error code is relating to a y-axis movement error, a left to right movement error, it could actually be caused by the service station. This item down here. Now if the service station isn't moving the way it ought to be, it's not successfully moving out of the way of the carriage comes along, crashes into the side of the service station, and we get this y-axis movement error, the 86 error code. Once again, service engineer out, give the machine a service and possibly have to replace that service station. Okay. And at the other end of the DesignJet, we quite often see the 86 error code is it's finished doing a plot, it's gone over to pick up the cutter, which is located here. It's gone to pick that up to latch it, and then we get the 86 error code. Could just be down to that chrome rail being very marginal. The carriage can just about manage to move left to right. As soon as it starts trying to pick up the extra weight and the extra drag of the cutter, you get that error code. Or it could be the cutter itself. Sometimes the cutters sort of become dislodged, so they're just not sitting correctly in there and they end up just snagging up. Once again, possibly just a general maintenance issue on that. I think that about covers causes of the 86 error code, or the carriage axis movement error code. Like I say, it is a cover-off job, so for most of these error codes, unless you're very confident in pulling apart this type of equipment, you will need to be looking to get a service engineer out.